Hello, freaky humans. We are here in the Asheville home of spiritual being, knowledge seeker, musical journeyman, lover of mankind, emotional philanthropist, Tyler Long, singer-songwriter hyphen keyboardist from the band Window Cat. Tyler is best known for his songwriting and performance on Window Cat's debut record, Land on Your Feet. He is 2 weeks from graduating from the music tech program at UNC Asheville. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
And is currently writing for Window Cat's second album. So, you've had a little bit of a heads up. We're going to jump into this first question. What I would like you to do, Tyler, by way of, as a way of introducing yourself to our studio audience and to the world, is what is the moment, the perfect moment that you are trying to create for the people and for yourself when you are on stage performing? Take me to the thing that you're trying to get to. We've all got that drive. We've all got the thing that we're visualizing, that we're striving towards on stage. What's that thing for you? Go deep with me.
All right. I think the platform has to be set from like from that Live Aid concert with Queen, and I think U2 was a part of it. That is where we start, but we're going to embellish upon that. So we're outdoors.
Yep.
Has to be an outdoor
Absolutely.
venue.
I'm with you. Absolutely.
Huge line array system.
Yeah.
I'm talking like 200, 300,000 people. We're getting into Woodstock territory.
Yep.
Less muddy. No mud, though.
No mud. Nice.
We'll have a mud section. How about that?
Right.
So we can,
So you can
some
slide,
like
some on a slant where you can have fun.
Get dirty, some don't.
Right, yeah.
But that is a huge stage. I'm talking about a week-long setup. A big event, sort of like what Bob Marley put on in Zimbabwe, to bring, and that's the biggest thing. It's a concert to bring people together. Mm-hmm. And it's a concert for mindfulness. It's a concert for, sustainability, for positive development in the, spiritual domain, to really help people to understand that we're all here together.
Yes.
I think that's the biggest thing. No politics involved. Leave your your blue or your red, whatever you side with.
Nice.
Leave that. Leave your orientation. Leave it all. We're coming here together as human beings. So I think it would be something embracing humans as just a spiritual being, you know, and understanding, hey, like this is why we're here, is to come together, and music is that one vessel. I think that is so powerful and free of form that can really speak to a multitude.
I'm digging that.
Of people. Of course, it's aired on TV, cable, pay-per-view, satellite.
Yeah.
We've got the whole works. But hopefully we can get the majority of the world to see. Why not?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I love that. Okay. Well, perfect. That gets me right where I'm trying to be. Yeah. So there you've got kind of something that is a common... Something about your visualization is common among musicians, which is the vertical extent of it. Like, you see it going to the nth. You see it reaching everybody, and that's the magnitude. That's the amplitude. But now let's get into the overtones and undertones. How is your vision of that different from a lot of other musicians who definitely, we all picture that big outdoor stage, the huge crowd, but like, what's going on? We'll start with inside your head. What's going on that is fulfilling you specifically in a way that might not be common to other people?
Right. I think it's, that conviction, that personal conviction.
Yeah.
That everybody experiences, whether you want to be inclined to accept its existence or not. That conviction, for me, has always been to be inclusive with people.
Ooh.
And to show
Where
people,
does that come from? Where does
it comes
your
from being excluded.
Conviction come from? Oh, okay.
I think it comes from being excluded.
Was there a specific time in your life that you felt that exclusion, or is there a specific area in your life that you feel that you're...
I've been honestly incredibly. I was the only child until I was 12 years old, and my mother and my stepfather had my little sister. So,
interesting. Okay.
I had to deal with a lot of stuff on my own. My mother was a hardworking single mom for the longest time. My grandparents pitched in on raising me. My aunt helped raise me. My stepdad helped raise me. My dad was in a bad car accident when I was super young, and he's recovered now. But it took him out of my childhood for the most part. We have a great relationship now. But I was there was a lot of things that I saw my friends having and getting to be involved with that I wasn't, just because my family was a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know, and the access and the money that we had was a little bit, you know, different from what my friends. I was always very sociable, you know, outgoing and athletic. So I was always accepted, but I had a heart for people that weren't. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely.
I was that, like, that door frame to, like, invite other people on that other side. I was like, you come play too. I was like, I want you to be a part of this as well. You know, that is the biggest thing. It just hurt my heart so much to see people being excluded and to know what they were feeling, you know. And I think that is the biggest thing about music. It can help bring people who feel like they have nothing. That's why I tell my friends, I'm like, yo, man, put your song out there. It might reach one person. You might make them feel included.
Yeah.
And make them have something to live for and to base their entire foundation.
You could create the most important moment in one person's life.
Exactly.
Yes.
So don't deny that to someone.
Yes.
And understanding that and understanding the magnitude and the power that music has as, I think, the greatest form of art that we as human beings get to experience. You can call anything art form, but music in itself is manipulation of sound and silence, frequencies and vibrations is all we are.
Right.
At the most quantum level.
Yeah. That's
what we are, you know? And we talk about resonating at 432 or whatever.
We can talk about. We
can
literally
talk
about resonating. Hail Cassius Neptune's first tour was at A444.
Really?
Yes,
okay.
our first tour. Yeah, we
nice.
did the whole
so
thing
a little bit
was
higher
444.
then.
Yeah,
cool.
we were a little brighter.
I dig it, but still, that's on that 369.
Right. Yeah.
You know, ratio or that harmonic spectrum
yes.
of the universe, of God, of the spirit. But yeah, going back to your question, I digress. I think what separates me a little bit is I just have this disgusting ambition, this grit. And
I know about that.
I've always been this dreamer.
Yeah.
Dude. Somebody tells me that you're not going to have that. It's like, yes, I am.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all are out of your minds.
Yeah.
I promise you, I am very much inside of mine.
Right, yeah.
And to understand the power of manifestation, the secret, or, you know, the power of love, the power of attraction, the law of attraction, whatever you want to call it, and to understand. And I had a lot of alone time as a child to think about this stuff.
Right, yeah.
And I saw this shit manifesting and coming into my existence, you know? And that's kind of scary at some point because we all have negative thoughts, right? So how do you balance that? You know, that's one of the biggest struggles as an artist. I feel like is how to balance, you know, being positive all the time, peace and love. You want to, but also understanding like this is the world that we live in. We have to deal with this. You have to deal with your road rage. You have to deal with paying your bill and getting overcharged, or losing your phone, or you know, I don't know, what have you. The first world problems that I'm thinking about right now. Right. But you have to think about that stuff, and I think it's all my whole passion stems back from that just disgusting conviction of somebody telling me that I can't do something.
Yes.
A certain way. And you know, and I accept everybody's explanation with open arms. That's why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Like, I'm ready to listen.
Right.
I'm dumb. You know, I know all that I know is that I know nothing.
Yes.
So please enlighten me. But I've always felt compelled to challenge people or to challenge something.
Oh yeah.
And to
big time.
And to pry and you prod and you know just sort of get things unsettled the way and go against the grain, against tradition. You know. What is
something that somebody told you couldn't or wouldn't do? Can you think of an example?
Not make it in music. That's the one thing.
Yeah.
And I love my family. You know, I love them, and they're realists. And I have a realist, but I'm also a dreamer as well. You know, I'm an idealist. I want the best for myself and for my family, but I'm going to do it my way. This is my only opportunity to wake up and to get outside of this materialistic self. And I'm not going to let somebody else that cares a lot about me, and I get it. I'm not going to let them like taint my view of it, supplement my view, but not rust it or tarnish it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? And they just have a different view, and they want me to be taken care of. I get that. They love me so much. I love them so much. They just want me to be okay. and to be able to have a family and to not be homeless and to not go hungry and have water and have the capabilities to buy a house or have warmth, I get that. And that's just a huge, it's just a huge wrench in our communication with each other as a family, and they'll get it one day when I get to that point.
Exactly. And
there's baby steps. It's happening. We're starting to get paid more to play gigs, starting to get some recognition. You're getting your name out there. People know your name. I think that's the biggest thing. Like what you were saying, it's not about who you know, it's about who knows you.
Yeah, exactly. That's a huge resource for us. Yeah.
Being people knowing you, and I've been blessed. I'm so blessed, brother, with the ability to intellectualize with people, to understand things, to have a face to go along with something, to get across that barrier, to conversate with somebody, to have this outlandish hair that there's been something that I've wanted to do since I was a kid. Get an opportunity to do it and understand why you're doing it, to lengthen your spirit and get more in touch with yourself. All of these things encompass allow me to reach a multitude of people that I would never be able to reach if I were some non-convicted, docile, just t-shirt wearing, flip-flop, strumming, guitar, something, piano, dude. I don't know. I feel like I have to take the blessings that I have, and you understand those blessings, and then you give it back. That's the whole point and meaning of life.
Absolutely.
To understand the blessings that you have, be grateful for them, and give it back. Do something with it.
Let me ask you this. You mentioned your family's concern for you and them trying to guide you into a certain idea of success and security that they see. How do you define security differently? Or rather, what are the primary needs of your life? Because you strike me as someone who meets his needs. You're a happy, positive person. Just like anybody, I'm sure that it's not like that every minute of every day.
Right.
And, if it was, then something's wrong.
Yeah.
But for you, it's like, what are your basic needs? How are they maybe different from other people, and how do you meet them?